Family, what's up? We want you to join us in celebrating Juneteenth. We're bringing together people of all backgrounds for a powerful day of unity, culture, music, food, and inspiration. We'll be at the Tucson Keno Sports Complex, 2500 East Ajo Way. Join us from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m.
This is a free event. If you're in Tucson, come on out and just have some fun with all of us. John and I will be at our table with our amazing son-in-law, DeAndre. We will be selling our books, The Balanced Life, The Unraveling Journal, and the Healthy Relationship Workbook. We will be joined with our son-in-law, DeAndre, selling his 100% all-natural, delicious juices that he makes, and his company is called Very Well. John and I will also be selling some tinctures from the Desert Alchemist. If you've heard Hernan Castro on our podcast before and the amazing qualities that these tinctures have, come out and see us, come talk to us. We'd love to share with you. We will be selling 3 of those tinctures, so come on out and check us out at our table. We'd love to see you.
Welcome back to the Bacon Bits Podcast, where we desire for you to take the bits of information and immediately apply them to your life for success. The ground rules for our podcast is that it will always be encouraging, uplifting, and informative. The areas of life that we'll be talking about on the Bacon Bits podcast are dealing with having a balanced life. I need to hear y'all say it. Say valuable. Information applied equals success. Fam, I just wanted to send a shout out to my people over in New Mexico that's listening to the podcast. I greatly appreciate you guys and love what you're doing. Please do me a favor and continue to share, like, and comment. And I also wanted to shout out my people in the UK up in here, boy, listening from all over the world. I am super grateful for every listener that's listening to these podcasts, man. And I always want you to, please do me a favor. Download and share with other people, man, what you're learning on this podcast. Because, man, I want everybody as much as possible to be blessed. We do this out of the kindness of our heart. We do this out of love. And we just want to see people live their best life. Not just no good life. Just not no regular life. Not even a better life. I want people to live their absolute best life. And that means taking the bits of information and applying it to your life. So, fam, what we're going to be talking about today is time. Time after time. What time is it? Yeah, well, I can call you all kind of songs with the name time up in that mug. The word time up in there. Fam, please do me a favor. I know, I swear, every 3 or 4 episodes I'm talking about the time and for people to slow down and appreciate their life. Because, fam, fast food, instant gratification. A good home-cooked meal takes time. Some people speed through their life, not realizing that when they get to the end of their life, they just blew past so many hours and days and months and years, only to find out at the end of their life, they really never got a chance to enjoy their life, not to really embrace the moments that were taking place. Fam, we can't talk enough about being in the present moment enough. We cannot. There's a time for everything. I love it, family. Please go to Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and look at those first 14 verses, man. Because there's a time for everything. I told you that the one thing I love about when we record the podcast is there's this picture frame of pictures that's being shown while I'm looking at and talking to you guys. Then I get a chance to see over the lifetime of the kind of life that we've built. And I'm super grateful and appreciative of the life that we've built. Super thankful for taking time to know that there are some things, man, you can learn the information quickly. Talking about instantly, you can learn the information. But to actually apply it and get the results of what that is, it's going to take time. I love the fact that, and I'm just using different scenarios, like me knowing that the supplements that I take, the vitamins and the minerals and all of the tinctures and stuff like that keeps my body healed and keeps it running so good and so premium. Fam, when I'm taking this stuff, I ain't gonna lie to you, I don't feel nothing. Nothing whatsoever. I don't feel the vitamins. I don't feel the tinctures. I don't feel it. But fam, how I can see it in my test results, how I can see what it's doing over the course of time. In the moment, in instant gratification, I don't feel nothing. But over the course of time, I can see that my mind is sharper. I can see that I'm more in tune and being in the moment, in the present moment. I can know that, guess what, I'm stressing less. I can know that with my exercise routines, fam, I'm way more flexible than I used to be 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 3 years ago. I can do stuff that I couldn't even imagine even a year ago. But if I'm thinking about when I first started doing, fam, I sucked at it. This is one exercise I do so that my ankles can be really flexible. Man, when I used to first get on the ground and do these exercises, man, my ankles and my feet would be cramping badly. Not no just like kind of sort of, fam, I couldn't even get on the ground on my knees without my feet screaming at me. Now I can literally lay my feet all the way down flat and then go all the way back, and man, it's beautiful. And knowing it don't hurt, I don't feel no pain whatsoever. I'm getting a good stretch, and man, it took me a year to get to that point. But that's the whole principle, man. Some stuff is gonna take longer for it to be accomplished. Man, you think about it. Anybody can have sex. Man, it takes 9 months to have a baby. Fam, that ain't no hurry. It is slowing down and enjoying the process. A good home cooked meal, fam, you gotta cut and slice and dice and simmer and brown and do all that wonderful stuff in order for that meal to come to the conclusion of, man, that meal was phenomenal. But it took time for that meal to be prepared. Think about it. You go to school for 18 years. I mean, not 18 years. You go to school for 13 years, count kindergarten. You finally get that diploma, man. Bam, there wasn't no overnight process. We got some people that's, super genius, and we got a few of those, but the odds of that happening, slim to none. What is it usually? 13 years, counting kindergarten, that it took for you to get through school. So it is slowing down and enjoying the process of time. We are in such a hurry for so many things of what we do, and I'm like, man, did you really get a chance to sit outside? Like, man, every morning, like right now, oh my God. My queen just got a new table that we just put outside with some chairs, and we're enjoying outside time more. Just had an interview, and you probably heard that a couple of episodes back, maybe, of my pastor. And we was talking, you didn't hear it in the episode, I'm sorry, we had it, this was offline. We were talking about how much more we enjoy nature and being outside more than the material stuff. I'm like, man, God, you made some of the most beautiful things, but man, we be in such a hurry that we driving past the flowers. We're driving past the trees. We're driving past the beautiful sunrises and sunsets, beautiful cloud formations and things of that nature, all because we in such a hurry. Yet we can't slow our butts down long enough to enjoy the things that are happening around us. So it is slowing down to see that, guess what, life is beautiful if you would just check out and see what's going on. It is beautiful, but we are in such a hurry to get through life and to get the things that it's what we meant to have them. But fam, let me tell you, I wouldn't have enjoyed the things I'm enjoying now if I would have got them earlier. I wouldn't have. I have no problem telling you, I would not have enjoyed them if I would have gotten them any earlier. The fact that God is blessing us to do things that I couldn't even remotely imagine. We talking about even 5 years ago, man. The timing of it was perfect for me to be able to sit back and enjoy it while it's happening. To have a cup of coffee over in Italy. To have, pasta dishes over in Italy. To have, Greek dishes over in Greece, to have natures like that. I mean, to have moments like that now. Fam, all that, I wouldn't have not enjoyed it if it would have been any earlier in life. But it's knowing that, fam, let's slow down for us to, we were meant to thrive, y'all. We were meant to not just, survive. We weren't meant just to connive. Let me help you out. We weren't meant just to strive. We were meant to thrive. And what happens when you thrive? Thriving is being in that point where you can actually enjoy the moment in the moment. Thriving is you operating at a full capacity, because it's what you're using the gifts and callings and talents that you do. You're putting it in the perfect timing of when it's supposed to be used. Fam, if we would just slow down and say, you know what, I this is the moment. This is the time. Guess what? The time before, guess what? You didn't try to start 3 and 4 or 5 businesses before and they failed. Got it. You didn't try to start podcasts before and it failed. Got it. You didn't try to attempt to go to school and it wasn't working out for you at those moments. Got it. Fam, you didn't got strung out on drugs and alcohol. And guess what? You feel like you blew time. Yeah, got it. But it's time for you to, in this moment, in this process, in this season of healing, slow down and pay attention. Do you remember what God has saved you from and what he's brought you through? That's why it's time to sit down, slow down, pay attention. Sometimes this is part of the attitude of gratitude moments. Think about all the stuff that God has blessed you with in the moment that you're in. Part of enjoying that moment. You might not have always what you want, because y'all, this flesh that we live in, it's always wanting more. It's never satisfied. Never satisfied. Always wants to be more beautiful, have more money, eat more food. It's off the chain of what this flesh is. But we have to slow down and say, you know what, man, let me have a moment of reflection in this present moment of enjoying this time. Let me have a moment of, God, let me see what you saved me from. And then since you've been saved, what he's brought you through. What has he brought you through? And man, I'm talking about many a thing. How he's given you a fresh start. Some of us know we done messed up time and time and time again. Sometimes you have to sit down and be careful and just say, you know what, man, I'm thankful for this fresh start. God says his mercies is renewed every morning. God gives you a new beginning every day. You blessed to see another day. Within that day, God, don't just let me rush through this day. Don't let me just fly through this day. Let me appreciate the journey along the way to the destination. Let me slow down. It's cool to know that, God, in you I have a confident future and a confident hope. My earnest expectations in you, so I can appreciate this moment I'm in right now, even though I might not like it. It don't look like nothing I thought I was going to be in. But man, if I slow down and say, Lord, I know you got something on the other side of this. So even though I'm going through what I'm going through, I am going to just slow down and appreciate, what I'm going through. Some people in here, fam, y'all done been through a car accident, or you done been through some family drama. Got it. You done been through some financial crisis. Got it. You done been through where your mind is going all over the place. Slow down in this moment, this present moment, and say, God, I thank you for where you done brought me from. And I also thank you where you're taking me to. But I'm going to also enjoy the moment, because in this moment, you're preparing me for the next moment. Sometimes you got to graduate from this level in order to get to the next level. In real life, you don't skip levels. That's the cool part. You can do that on a video game, and you can do that some things. But fam, in real life, you don't skip levels. There's a reason why you went through what you went through, to prepare you for where you're going. But if you're in such a hurry to fly through what you're flying through, man, when you get to the point of where you were supposed to be at, fam, you can't even handle what you were supposed to get. You might even get it, but you can't handle it. So you're going to end up losing it, and then regret that you end up losing it. You're going to be so hurt because you failed when you didn't have to fail, because you just was flying through life and saying, I don't know if I'm ever going to get this moment again. Let me slow down and enjoy it. Let me slow down and enjoy it. Because, man, God wants to bless you in so many ways. But you be like, Lord, thank you for this time I'm in right now, this season, this moment. Because remember, there's some things that you can't go back and do over. There's no do-overs. And if I miss enjoying it in the season that it's in, Lord, I ain't never gonna get it back. There are some people's parents that are, I ain't gonna say some people. Here we go again. It ain't some people. All people's parents are aging. Fam, we ain't going backwards. So while your parents are still here If there's some unforgiveness that need to be resolved in this moment, go ahead and resolve it. I ain't even so much you got to go to the other person and get it resolved. I need you to resolve it within you. Guess what, fam? I still got my mom here. My job is to appreciate her, enjoy her while she's still here. It's not to bring back up stuff in the past I thought she should have did as a mama and become. Fam, she might have likely did the best she could with what she had. She did. And so what I'm supposed to do is say, you be truly thankful for what I did get. And then if there's anything that's missing, how about I just do it? You know, one of them things that I used to always, I like teasing our generation about is we grew up in a generation where, you know, your parents, for the most part, they would demonstrate their love to you, but they wouldn't verbally out loud say their love for you. So when I recognized it and I noticed that, I started saying to my mom, I love you first. I knew she did, but I said beyond the shadow of a doubt, I knew she did. She loved me. But I started saying it first. And then the coolest part now is when I get off the phone with my mom, after it took about a year for her finally to start saying it, she started saying it. And that's the cool part now. I get to hear it as well as experience her love. But guess what? There was a season when that wasn't happening. And guess what? There is no regrets. There's no holding back, of anything of what could have happened. You just say, you know what? I'm going to receive it and be grateful and thankful for it. Because that was that season. And this is the season that we're in now. When you get a chance to see your babies when they was younger, man, you think about all the ways that they was growing up, and you might have been flying past trying to get through, a day to day, and forgot what happened in the moment. And now your babies is, 10, 15, 20, oh my God, 25, going on 30. Yeah, those times can be going by so quickly. But it's slowing down to say, Lord, I want to slow down to enjoy this season. I want to thrive in this season. I want to receive everything I'm supposed to be receiving in this season, so I ain't never got to look back over my life and say coulda, shoulda, woulda. Take your time. Do it right. Take your time so you don't have to do it over again. Because like we say with pressing time, you can't do time over. Once that time is gone by, you can't go back and do it over again. So it's cool if we did it right the first time by really being in the moment, appreciating and enjoying it, and doing all we can in it. Fam, this is your boy John Bacon. Family, do me a favor. Slow down and embrace the moments. Be in the present moment. Love you guys. God bless. What up, fam? Do you need some extra tools that's going to help your life be the best that it can possibly be? Are you constantly juggling work, family, and personal time only to feel drained and unfulfilled? That's where the book that I wrote called The Balanced Life can be your guide to reclaiming your time, energy, and happiness with practical strategies for setting boundaries, prioritizing self-care, and achieving real balance. This book helps you create a life that you love without the burnout. Get ready to break free from the chaos and step into a life of purpose and peace. Grab your copy of The Balanced Life because you deserve a life that works for you. Also, we have The Unraveling. It's a journal to help you write, reflect, and heal. Your thoughts matter. Your feelings deserve space. The Unraveling Journal is more than just a notebook. It's your personal guide to self-reflection, healing, and growth. With guided prompts, mindfulness exercises, and room to express yourself freely, this journal helps you untangle emotions, process life's challenges, and rediscover clarity. Take a moment for you. Write, reflect, and heal, one page at a time. And fam, also another book written by my wife is Healthy Relationships. Because fam, you know this. Great relationships don't just happen. They're built. Whether it's with your partner, kids, friends, or coworkers, strong connections are the foundation of a happy life. In healthy relationships, you'll learn how to communicate better, set healthy boundaries, and nurture trust in every relationship that matters to you. Because when your connections thrive, you thrive. Start building stronger, healthier relationships today. Order your copy at kingdomservantsfirst.com. Once again, that's kingdomservants1st.com. Fam, we want you to be the best version of yourself. Get one of these books today. God bless.